Hey YouTube, this is Backpacks. I'm John.
I'm Rose.
I'm Nikki.
And this is the Code Geass episode 2 of season 1. So last time we had Lelouch, what's it called? He got accidentally kidnapped by the truck, then the truck got destroyed, then he ran into his friend, and his friend got capped. And then the lady came out of there and was like, hey, you want to live? Yeah, or my king. You want to live? And she gave him an offer he couldn't refuse. So he got it, and now he's able to tell people to do things. Mm-hmm. Or is that it?
Oh, yeah, maybe. I think he has more. But he seemed to know immediately how to use it, which is cool. She was in his head.
Almost like it's instinctual.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Or perhaps it's one of those powers in like video games you get, and you have no idea how, but you know how to use it. You know.
Right.
Literal genocide happening in the ghetto. You have any inkling as to why they would be destroying the ghetto? Why they feel that way about the 11s, they call them Japanese?
Because they don't submit, and they want complete and total submission. And also, they probably, because they weren't submitting in the beginning, they just kind of like continued the segregation, and therefore just had their own people be elite.
It's funny because they allow for honorary Britannians,
right?
But at the same time, they still treat them badly, but they allow them to fight alongside them.
They probably have like even markings on them, like in Attack on Titan.
Probably.
Compared to Attack on Titan.
That's
the censored version.
That's the first thing I thought of, like the Marlians and the...
I'm thinking of Hitler.
Oh, boy.
So, anything else before we get into it?
Nah.
Because it is early in the season, so maybe in the future we'll have more to talk about before we get into it. But guys, thank you very much for being here. Guys, like the video, please remember to like and subscribe if you want to see more. And check out the page in the description if you want to see the next episode of this or any of the shows we have back on our banner a whole week ahead. So thank you guys for being here. See you in discussion.
Oh, what do you want me to do? Oh, so he doesn't know? I guess he'll find out eventually.
And then there's just one guy.
Oh, it didn't work.
Gotcha.
Rewired their brain.
What's he gonna do with it? Like, he's going all the way?
Huh. That's the friend.
Oh, that's the friend that did!
Kururugi.
Everybody has such complicated names.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Whether
You want to or not?
That's nice.
What was his name again, the friend?
It's Kururugi.
She's like, win?
Yeah, because he's talking about like chess.
A regular hunt? Oh! Oof.
Yeah, get him! Get him good!
He's gonna escape.
Run!
No, he's stuck in there now, though.
He's right there.
Gift.
It's a train full of them.
Oh my gosh.
How did he get that train there?
Yeah.
Wow.
Kind of.
Yeah.
He got out just to get that?
Oh! Wow.
From the other side, nice.
You getting in battle?
Oof, they're actually nice.
Do what the voice says. Oh, he's calling them pawn move.
Yeah.
Oh.
G28.
Punch. Oh, ejected.
Rejection seat. Uh-oh. Now the friend is gonna be in it. Oh no. Special weapon.
He got the whole chessboard.
Oh my gosh.
Bruh.
Oh.
And then the friend with the secret weapon comes out.
They're all converted.
Oh, they're underground.
Check.
Get him.
Man, that anchor is strong.
Oh, what?
Bruh.
Now he wants the secret weapon. Todo?
Todo. Lancelot.
Oh no.
That's Lancelot. Lancelot.
Oh no, friend. Please don't die, friend.
Did his shoulders just inflate?
Yeah, the suit kind of form fits.
It does not have an escape mechanism.
No ejecting.
Cecile. He's got a real cool suit.
Oh, that looks cool.
Seventh
generation. How did they get up there to sit in the seat? I need to know.
They jump.
They jump really high.
Eat your seal.
Oh gosh. Wow.
He's so much faster.
Uh-oh.
Whoa. Why weren't you on the radio?
New model. Uh-oh.
At least they're ejecting.
Yeah, they're not dying, so... Well, that means they won't get to keep the nightmare frames, so... Which would have been great.
He has a shield?
But he doesn't know that it's amazing.
Oh.
Yes, it's battle.
Is that scientist his brother?
Well, he's not killing any of them.
Oh, the leader just got hit. Oh, he's trying to save them. Oh, and he's about to get Lelouch. Oh dear.
Oh no.
Oh, they're falling through the ground. Oh dear.
Hey, there
Aww.
she is.
Oh, there he goes. Ah!
Oh, he was running.
Oh. He's so cool.
Yeah. Oh, near. Then he sees that.
Thank goodness she landed on metal.
戦術的勝利なんかいくらでもくれてやる。しかし、ここはクロビス殿下のご上官だぞ。やっと検問か。作戦通り手薄になった。作戦？ああ、ここを通してもらいたい。そうか。
Oh no! How did he get that suit? How is he so fast?
Oh.
Why is there always a big brother? Why do they always chuck the helmet away?
いつも僕の勝ちでしたけど、ほら、アリエスの2級で。貴様、誰だ？お久しぶりです。
Big brother? Misa?
マリアンヌ公妃の上司、第17皇位継承者。
17th
グ
in
ル
line.
ーシュビ・ブリタニアです。グルーシュ？しかし、お前は死んだはずですか？戻ってまいりました、殿下。すべてを変えるために。
Oh boy.
Let's be friends. Discussion.
Discussion.
Quite a lot happened.
Yeah.
And now the stage is set. So he is 17th in line for the throne.
Yeah.
He is the eldest son of someone called Marianne. But before we even get to that battle, what do you think of that?
That was pretty cool.
That was cool. It showed like how much of a strategic thinker he is, like because of chess. He was able to actually, and I think in the history of chess was all about battle strategy. So it kind of was just playing in the other way. But then it kind of came to the point where there are unknown elements. You can't
human
just
element.
Yeah, because his friend is just really good.
And not even
Suzuki.
just that, he can't order his pieces like they won't do something that they want to do. Maybe they're not going to perform exactly as you expect them to perform.
Right, or give their lives for the cause.
Yeah, and they are just pawns. And the enemy sends in a knight.
Yeah.
And he sees them as pawns when they were getting
He was
busted
like
up. He was like
P4.
useless. No, he was like useless terrorists.
Oh yeah, that.
Which
too.
I mean, I guess he doesn't have to worry about them since they eject most likely. But
Well, I mean, he's not no guarantee because we've seen some of those frames that the enemy were getting destroyed, that the frames were getting blown apart. The frame is, I mean, not the frame. The ejected seat is probably the most armored part of the thing, which is why it usually survives. But Suzaku, we're lucky that he was strictly going for the heads. It seemed like he was making sure that they weren't able to see, and thus he got to get out of there.
Yeah.
Suzaku has also shown himself to be an exceptional pilot,
Yeah.
and the first 11 to be able to do that.
Apparently, yeah, because he was like, no 11 has ever been
Yeah,
given the
but 11s aren't pilots.
reason.
I said, would you like to be one? What do you think of the scientist there? Oh, sorry, you were saying something?
No.
Oh, what do you think of the scientist there?
it seemed like he might be another brother, because he said, "I'm gonna have to owe my brother for that one."
I meant also in why do you think he allowed Suzaku to use a nightmare frame?
Maybe he saw his file.
Mm-hmm.
It could be that. And he was also impressed, like he's an impressive piece of machinery. Not even talking about the nightmare, we're talking about him.
Yeah.
Yeah, because to be able to manage it that way, that well.
Lancelot is a pretty problem.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on which end of this end you're on. I mean, it's a problem for Lelouch.
Yeah.
But
got an
for
invisible
Suzuka, it's
shield.
great.
Oh yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
The animation, even though it's dated, really shined here.
Yeah, it still holds up. It's pretty. It looks really good.
Yeah, I don't remember it looking that good, but I'm hoping for some more awesome battles in the future.
Yeah, the invisible shield was cool. How you could only see it once it was being shot.
Yeah, and interestingly, Suzaku was his whole goal was to try and stop the battle so that he could save Lelouch and the girl.
Yeah,
he was still thinking about them. So it's just like these two fighting each other, not even knowing that they're trying to find each other, or one is trying to find the other. But I'm like, what would he do if he did find them? Because unless he ran away somewhere with them.
Yeah.
So I don't know what his plan was.
Well, I mean, what do you even think of Suzaku's thinking so far? Because he was told, shoot this 11.
And then he was like, nah.
Yeah, and then
This
he
is
got
his friend.
shot.
Yeah.
So
And
as long as all that he remembers is he got shot after not shooting Lelouch.
And he still wanted to save him.
Well, why do you think Lelouch is still alive?
Oh, that's true.
There's a platoon of machine gun guards right there.
That is true. That is true.
But yeah. So he looks on the bright side of things, you know? He's an optimist.
But I foresee an issue here because Lelouch is I think, at heart, a radicalist. Like, he
Oh, yeah, it's been there the whole time.
I haven't seen
There's
it.
a couple of them.
I didn't see it. Yeah, Lelouch wants to take down Britannia.
Yes, he does.
For whatever they did to him, he hates them. And he doesn't even, I don't think he even cares about the welfare of the people of Area 11, formerly known as Japan, you know? I think he's spiteful, he's got a chip on his shoulder or something. And maybe he'll save them in the process, you know?
Yeah, he was shooting the buildings in the
without realizing people were in there.
I when I saw that, I thought he was just a bad shot.
Oh, no,
But-
I think he was
but
doing
yeah,
it
he was-
strategically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why? Yeah, so Lelouch, he thinks of them as just terrorists. They're pawns to him. He doesn't seem to really care much for them so much as what use they have.
Yeah.
So we have yet to really figure out Lelouch's personality, where he sits on the order of things. Is he good? Is he bad? Somewhere in the middle. Suzaku seems to be trying to be good, but he's on the bad side.
Yeah.
That's the other thing I was going to say. Like, Lelouch is going to be fighting against Britannia. Suzuki has good intentions, but he's on the other side. Suzaku. So he's going to have his own personal struggle of, like, when he comes up to a situation where, like, kill them, and he's like, but I mean, he's now going to be, like, in a higher position, too, because he can drive this thing.
I mean, he's already done that. He's like, kill him. It's like, nah.
Right. So I think he's going to get more opportunities like that, and I don't know what he's going to decide at that point. He'll probably stick to his guns, maybe.
Yeah.
Lelouch managed to sneak in, but maybe he stashed his nightmare frame somewhere. That was a pretty good nightmare frame. It was the one that the Night Lady gave him. But they lost all the others, even the Glasgow that Callan, I believe, has. So where we go from here is going to be very interesting. It's going to be we're going to have to see him not only strategize, but can he administrate? Can he long-term plan and figure out resources, stuff like that. Where did he get the train, you think?
The train, I have no clue.
Yeah. He suddenly has, maybe he controlled the mind of, like, he somehow saw in the system, like, heard them talking, the train is going this way, you can go pick up your nightmare frame, and he goes, finds them, comes out, brainwash, send the train this way, and that's the only way I can think he did it. Yeah, because he has to face them.
Unless I missed something, I had always assumed that because that lady's nightmare frame it had a special tactical map that other ones didn't, because she was like a commander or something. And so he saw, yes, there was a rail system, and it had a delivery of frames. And I think it's automated. I don't think there's even a pilot in there. I think maybe he trip ordered or something, redirected the train.
That makes sense.
Yeah. I mean,
that's just what I assumed. I really don't know.
They never answer?
I don't remember.
Okay.
It's either they answer it in the future, which I don't think they do, or I missed something. But I really don't know where he got the train.
Okay. I have a guess about Lelouch. If he's 17th in line,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna assume that the father has multiple wives.
Yeah.
So maybe one of the wives
has
was an
to.
11. So that's why he was in Japan at the time that it got
Attack?
it got attacked.
Well, he has to have multiple wives specifically because he said, "I'm the eldest son of Marianne." You know, so that would imply that there's others. Because that guy,
He
is
can't be
older.
the eldest son and be 17th in line.
Yeah, and that guy looks older.
Look older than him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a school kid or university kid,
High
whatever
He's
it
like
is.
high school, late
It
high
was
school,
like high school.
late high school. Yeah, like 17, I think.
And then when he was doing his pawn moving thing, he was like, he's betting his life on this. He's immediately thrown himself into this whole thing. Like, he's like, I can fight Britannia. I'm gonna do this. You know, so he's full throttle. Like, I really am wondering what his plan is from here. Because he's gone up to the top, ordered them to take care of which is really cool. He did order them to take care of Area 11 and everybody. So it shows that maybe he does care a little bit more than he
Stop
seems.
the madness.
Yeah, but what is his plan here? Because now nobody's in the room. It's just him and Clovis.
Yeah, he didn't
He's
mind
gonna
control him. He just
Yeah.
threatened him.
He's
Yeah.
talking to him right now. Yeah.
Wasn't
didn't-
there other people in the room before?
There were
He must have just told them, tell them to leave or something.
maybe, but yeah, I just assumed that maybe they were all left for some other random reason. Maybe because all the frames went into the area and started dying, they panicked and needed to go do some other stuff.
Maybe. But I don't know if they'd leave Clovis alone. I think at least some guards would be by the
Yeah.
outside of the door or something. Although if they were the outside of the door, he could tell them, go away or something.
Yeah, he could have like picked them off one by one with a thing, or maybe even got a commander to call them out or something. But yeah,
And then there's the other question: how long does this mind control work? Because the girl was there for a while, long enough for him to disappear and his sound to disappear, like be far enough so she couldn't hear where he was.
he was long gone.
Yeah. So I'm curious how long this mind control works.
I imagine he also took like her communicator or something. She's just stuck there.
Yeah.
Like in the middle of a war zone. Also, just I liked to notice, we had that thing last episode where he said he will continue the illusion of living, and I took that to mean, in past tense he really didn't care much for life, or he was bored, and he wanted a way to change the world, but he just couldn't. So that's partially why he just throws himself into this, like, I've been given an opportunity, and he's completely dedicated right off the bat because he has what he's always wanted.
Yeah, and he didn't have a good thing to. He doesn't have a good thing to go back to if he were to choose to.
And I also imagine a bit of it is fun, because, a bit of it is fun because he's always been talking about how these nobles are never any good at playing chess. So now he's finally got to play the most dangerous game where his life's on the line. Is a bit exciting,
Yeah,
I think
He was
that's a part of
thrilling.
it.
He was enjoying it for sure until he started losing.
I mean, he just straight up evil laughed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like, what?
I don't even know how that works. Like, pull on one area and then the entire area collapse. Like, how the heck does Callum get out of there?
I guess it could just show how dilapidated the place was.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't upkept. It wasn't kept up.
Yeah, he was kind of surprised, like maybe pleasantly surprised that it worked. Like, a nice weakened area, but oh my gosh, it actually worked. They're all gone.
I didn't expect all of them. Because they just showed like a little
that's what I was
area. I
wondering.
thought it was just like that area was gonna go down. No, the whole place.
You caused
The
a
map is like
sinkhole.
that tactical map must be something.
Yeah.
How would Clovis explain this? I tried to do a genocide and all my men died. I don't know what happened.
They're all gone. It just happened.
Speaking of Clovis, he mentioned something called Toto when he was giving orders. I forgot what it was about.
He said, who is this that I'm going to get? Could they be like Toto?
Toto, right.
Yeah,
So that's either another brother that was sent to be assassinated or some other enemy that they had to fight in the past.
I'm thinking it's another enemy they had to fight in the past because the name is very typical, not typical, but like very Japanese.
So maybe he's like, wait, okay, this is the work of somebody I've seen before.
Yeah.
Maybe something like that.
Maybe we'll bump into Toto in the future. Like maybe Toto lost the fight and he's like, I guess I have to bow out. And he was like feeling like a washed up nobody. And then
he becomes a drunken master you meet on the street one day.
And then he teaches
beat up the thugs that were
teaches
bullying
our
you, and then he
protagonist.
teaches you the way of the Iron Fist.
Exactly.
Drunken Iron Fist.
Okay.
Oh, and the last thing I
Just
have,
made a different anime.
the last thing I have is when the terrorist place get ambushed, and the girl was like, "Oh, Oni-chan."
Yeah.
Why is there always an Oni-chan?
There has been Oni-chan, but I imagine that guy wasn't actually there because she didn't say that to anybody.
No. I don't think she was saying anybody was her brother. I just think she was like calling on.
It's like saying
save
mama.
us.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
when you're real scared.
Yeah.
I've never said that. I
So-
don't understand why they write that in stories.
But you know what? I think maybe she's in this rebellion group because of her brother, and maybe something happened to her brother, or he disappeared, or maybe he's off in another set of people somewhere else, and she's leading this area, something like that. That's my guess.
Yeah, you know, as morbid as it is, a part of me always kept coming up to be like, how is it that they're able to kill so many people and be so brutal to these people and put up this public front that they're not doing this? Like, how do they keep getting away with that? But then, unfortunately, I keep remembering, wait, no, it's happened in real life multiple times. Like this is unrealistic. How is nobody believe? Oh, right.
Yeah,
it could totally happen.
It's
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah.
It's pretty sad, but yeah.
Anything else?
Oh, I guess the whole Lelouch prince thing.
Yeah, like he's definitely a prince.
Yeah. So.
Well, what do you mean? He said he's a prince.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
It's-
okay.
I know.
I thought he said
I'm
he's
just saying
definitely
it was.
No.
I think he's a prince.
Netflix.
I have a theory.
Netflix has an issue here because one of the blurbs doesn't say anything about that, and the other blurb does. So I think they probably put in the first blurb and were like, "Oh, we gotta fix this."
Which one?
I don't know.
From episode
Like it
one.
depends
Oh,
on when you
yeah.
click. In the first episode, it depends on where you click. One blurb doesn't say anything about Prince, and then the other one was like an estranged prince. I'm like, huh?
Yeah.
And I saw it at the end of the episode, so I was like, oh.
Yeah, it's weird because, what do you call it? Each of these Netflix episodes, they're not a synopsis. They say what will happen in the episode. Because I was looking at this one's, and it said he contacts Callian and directs them to fight victoriously in the battle. Like that's the plot of the entire episode, you know. But that's Netflix apparently.
Why would they do that?
I don't know, because that's not what they did
do
with
not
other
have
shows.
respect for the plot line.
I think they may have just read like the script because maybe the person doesn't actually watch the episode.
Yeah.
And so they just read what's going to happen and then they put that as a blurb, a synopsis. But
Disrespect.
yeah. Anything else, guys?
No. That's
Nah.
it.
All right. Well, guys, thank you very much for being here. Guys, if you like the video, please leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more. Check out Patreon in the description if you want to see next episode a whole week early or anything else that we have. Thank you guys for being here. We'll see you guys next time in React Back. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, bye.
And special thanks to CC Flips, Mitchell D, Diego, Jackie, and Takamatsu.